When the Past Was Around is a point-and-click adventure game that grabbed my attention with its art. The watercolor painterly style is cozy, warm, lighthearted, and full of life. Animations are simple and get the idea across beautifully, subtly, and without visual clutter. Almost like flipping through a thoughtfully illustrated storybook. Even from just the demo, we can feel there is a poignant story in the game waiting for us. The game takes us through scenes in the life of our protagonist and her loved one, giving us a glimpse of what they had together, starting with them moving in together, unsure about what the future may hold. There is one detail I really loved. We can put the haphazardly laid out shoes neatly by the wall. Such a small detail, but shows us our character put effort into their lives, and they care about themselves and their surroundings. As we play through the first few puzzles, we also discover their love for music, reading, and adventure. And perhaps the most important, their love for each other and life in general. The game is cozy yet full of sorrow, beautiful yet tainted with somber. The way our protagonist's partner is portrayed as a jumble of messy lines help us feel the emptiness left behind by the person, feeling what the character is feeling. In trying to piece together the life she used to have, our main character falls into the trap of getting too comfortable living in the past, and is ultimately rudely awakened by the harsh reality, forcing her to move on, stepping into and through her grief. It is not storytelling like reading dialogues, or listening to voiceovers, or expositions from other NPCs like what we're used to in video games, but in a way only video games can, storytelling through gameplay. There is perhaps little to talk about in terms of mechanics or gameplay for a point and click. Like the name suggests, you point and click, and that's it for the mechanics. However, some games do it better than others. Like Brothers' Tale of Two Sons, the puzzle in When the Past Was Around are thoughtfully designed to act as story elements, like the one detail about lining up the shoes, or when you're playing the piano to create music to solve a puzzle, or at the end of the demo you're asked to catch the musical notes which help to put our protagonist to sleep. All this helps us get intimately familiar with the lives our characters had, and it was a good life they had. Music is an important part of the game, and it is wonderful. Serving both as part of the game mechanic and helping set the mood, it does both beautifully. Like the art style, music in the game is simple, somber, full of hope, and does not depress at all. There are a lot of emotions in the game, maybe sadness, anxiety, mourning, longing, grief, regret, but there's one emotion that I feel the most of all, hope. The game gives me an overwhelming feeling that everything will be okay. It may be hard, but we can work through it. There is light at the end of the tunnel. Whether that is due to the music, or the art, or the simple yet deliberate animation, or the way our protagonist holds herself together and is determined and ready, I'm not sure. But what I am sure of is that there is still hope. We still have so much to live for and so much to experience. And that, I think, is a great message, especially now. We're all living through tough times, dealing with our own losses. The economy in many ways is not doing so hot. Rents are going through the roof. Inflation is hitting our wallets hard. Layoffs happening every other day. Perhaps we can learn a thing or two from our protagonist. Nothing worth doing is easy. The rainbow only comes out after the storm. We live for those who love us and the ones we love, and they are worth our every effort.